Hi, good evening, guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm just posting the link. I don't know what's happening. It's really slow on my end. Hi, Ram. Hi, Harry. Hi, Kejriwal. Hi, Nagarjun. Good evening. Good evening. I don't know what's like, whether there's some issue with Twitter or something. I don't know. It's really, really slow. All right. In any case, we need to get started. Let me stop sharing and share. All right. Good evening. Now we have Chirag, Amit, SESC, Pal, Ganesh, MK, Deepak, Raghu, Abhishek, Vivek, Dave, Bhai, Daniel, Kumar, Harish, Shay, Mihir. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mitchell. Mr. Sahu, good evening, good evening. Hi, Nathan, good evening. So, guys, this morning I posted regarding certain levels 44.95, 45.05, and from there, market rejected. That's a really good rejection. We were supposed to hold 44.60 and 44.20. We left that and then we came below and closed around 43.80. Last time when I told you that if this time we are breaking below 44.60, we're going to make newer lows. I think we are moving towards that. But again, it's an overnight session. I will not judge based on the overnight session, but in the morning, if we are not able to recapture 43.82, I think we'll be in trouble, especially for all the longs. So it's gonna be really, really tough time if you are long. And just remember, Fed has not even started balance sheet reduction. So $95 billion per month have not been withdrawn from the economy yet. The interest rate hike, 50 basis points, was priced in May, but now looking at the inflation, looking at the price rises, everything is getting expensive and expensive. And what Nomura said in the evening, that we might even have a June 75 basis points hike. So it's going to be really, really interesting from here on. Expecting market to go higher will be really a tough ask. And before I start, I want to explain a couple of things. And if you have any questions, I'll straight away share my Zoom link. Let's focus on understanding the impact of interest rates and balance sheet reduction. And if you have any questions, I'll dedicate like first maybe 25 minutes to that, and then we'll do the analysis. If that's fine, I need proper interaction. Do not ask me the questions I've answered multiple times, because that's not good use of the time. So I'm just sharing the link. If anybody is interested, just come over there and we'll talk. I'm gonna meeting info, copy the link. I'm sharing the link. It again, do not assume something or what you have in mind. If you have facts, come and talk. If you don't have facts, you have read it somewhere or your mind has told you that yes, this is something which is happening, then I don't think it's a good point to talk. I've shared the link. You can come over and talk. I have 25 minutes dedicated and then I'll start my analysis, because I do not want to uh, do analysis without a proper macroeconomical explanation, because 99% of people don't even know. They just think it's buy the dip market or long-term investments or this, that. I just want to make things really, really clear. Hi, Amy. Hi, Des. Hi, Satya. Hi, Raghu. Hi, Jingalala. Hi, Dev. Hi, Sai. So I've shared the link. If you're interested, you will come and talk. If you have nothing, then I'll focus on my aspect. Okay. All right. I'll just explain the Fed because nobody's interested. Nobody has the time to come on the laptop and sit and talk. I'm the idiot who keeps on repeating all this stuff. People just want everything to be spoon fed in terms of alerts. Look at the alert trade, and then they end up complaints. Nobody want to put in hard work and get things to learn. That's completely crap. Hi Raghu.
Hi, Naval. Good evening.
Good evening.
Just I'm sharing my screen.
You want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Dave, I've shared the link. Zoom, just use that.
Yeah. Now, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yes.
Okay. Naval, thanks for that. All the learning videos. By seeing that, today I prepared like a regression channel. Would like to get your view whether I have done it properly. I've taken maybe Tesla on a one daily chart. This is the regression channel. And I set up the coefficients as per your how your government set up 1.05 those
Right.
stuff. And then this is the regression channel, like it's a downturn, I took the downtrend.
Right.
Okay. And then
The Fibonacci's are wrong.
Okay. I took from here to here retracement.
No, that's wrong. You should look for Fibonacci's which are hitting the support areas. Only then you'll be able to find it. Go back to 1243. Go back to 1243.
Okay.
Start from here.
Okay. Okay.
Bring it down to the bottom.
This one? Okay.
Yes. And see just if those levels were respected or not.
Okay.
See the cluttering of.
Okay, on 23%. Yeah.
Look at 976 where it came and bounced. Expand, like zoom the chart, please. Not zoom out, zoom, expand it. Expand it more.
Okay.
Look at this 973 line. See, was it respected or not?
Okay, 50%. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at 829 line. Look at 908 line. Was it respected? That's how you draw. That's how you validate.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. And now one more thing, like you were showing about how when we select these wicks, we need to change those values to get the proper.
Yes, just right click on them and.
Yeah, no, actually, let's see if you go for this settings, if you can select snap drawing to OHLC, automatically it will fix that location on the settings.
Okay.
Okay, we don't need to type it manually. That's what I saw somewhere in the video. So
okay. Thank you for that.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Naval.
All right.
Thank you.
And guys, if you are done with your questions, please lower your hand automatically. Yes, Adi. You have anything to say? Have I unmuted you? No. Praveen?
Naval, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hang on, Praveen.
Yeah. Okay, Naval. So yeah, just continuing from what we were talking during our telecon. So my question is pretty fundamental. So with the rising interest rates and the quantitative tightening by the Fed and the high inflation, where do we put our savings money and 401k money? Because banks give us close to nothing. So
It's sometimes you need to wait with cash for the opportunity. Once you invest the cash at the right time, you will get better returns. There's no point like investing all the time. Sometimes the choppiness may be there for months and years. So there's no point investing in the equity when you're not sure. And we do not have that kind of research that we know this biopharma stock is going to go multi times like this, or if there is a news which is coming. So there's no point investing in at that time. At this moment, bonds are rising. Invest in bonds.
Invest in bonds.
Yes, that's called money market. Invest in there. Invest there, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
And coming to the point of Fed, I'm just reiterating myself again and again, but last time I'm explaining, since 2020, March of 2020, we have two big central banks, Fed, and people know them by FOMC, and we have European Central Bank. Both of them were infusing 120 billion euro. I'm just taking rough dollars, not euros. They stopped that in December of 2021. We knew that inflation is going higher. Fed is going to do tapering, meaning reducing this dollar amount. March 15th, it is 0. ECB, it is still going on. I think it's 40 billion until June, and then it will reduce to 30, 20, and 0. It is still going on. So the $40 billion is still coming. This is 0. Fed has increased the interest rate to 25 basis points in April. Expect a 50 basis points in May, and as of now 75 basis point in June. This will take out all the capital and liquidity from the market. Plus, they have introduced balance sheet reduction of $95 billion by the end of the year. Plus, they will also sell bonds, which they have bought, which are of the amount $650 billion in this year. This
Now,
is all supply.
One thing, brother, this
one second, please do not distract. Let me finish, please. This is all supply. You have supply from Fed here, where they want to, let me just use the red color now. They want to supply $95 billion into the market. They also want to sell the bonds which have bought from the corporate. They also want to sell the corporate debt which they have bought. So they're trying to squeeze out the liquidity from the market. Now, all this time from March 20 until today, market was 2,300 roughly, 2276 was the number, and went on to make 4,800. Okay. Now it went up because we were getting 120 billion here and 120 billion here. That's roughly $2.4 trillion a year. Roughly $2.4 trillion a year. Now, if that amount of money came into a country, stock market will go zoom. That's what happened. All the growth stocks, all the big stocks, they got good amount of this money. Now, this money added onto the balance sheet of Fed. Fed's balance sheet is $9 trillion. If they do not address this, America will default. Dollar will drop, and that will have huge impacts. That's why they want to offset this by selling $95 billion, which will reduce their balance sheet. With $650 billion bond selling, it will reduce their balance sheet. They want to bring it down to $4.6 trillion in next year and a half. That's their goal. For that, they're also increasing the interest rate, which is also trying to liquidate the capital flow from the economy. If all this will happen, this is all supplied by the Fed and the bond selling. Now, if the market has to go up, market has to provide new money, which will offset this selling. New money will come from the pension funds. New money will come from the 401k funds. New money will come from the people who are earning. They will put money in the market. So sometimes you will see that new money will offset this supply, but not always. So in this kind of market, you will see the real valuations in the stock. Wherever you have higher valuations, look at Nvidia. We talked about Nvidia like 2 weeks back, that it was trading at 270. Now it is 200, and Netflix was 350, 200. They will simply wipe that out just to liquidate. They will not even think twice that yes, what that stock is going to do. They will simply wipe that out. So when that happens, if you invest in those stocks, you will not see those prices in near term future, at least for a few years. I'm not being pessimistic about the economy, but this is hardcore economics. You need to offset this kind of selling to push anything forward. Whenever, and as of now, we only have this. We have not started 95 billion selling per month. We have not started $650 billion bond selling as well. Plus, we have not seen the interest rate hikes either. So before that, we have already seen mayhem in all the growth stocks. Look at Shopify, look at Nvidia, look at AMD, look at any of the tech stocks. On the contrary, look at Caterpillar, look at Walmart, look at Target, look at FTX. They'll all start to move. Look at John Deere, look at LMT. These stocks did not move in last 5-6 years. Now they have started moving, and they will keep on moving. Okay, so if you have to invest, these are slow movers, but they're defensive stocks. If market goes down, they'll be there to help you. Yep, now you can.
Yes, Naval, what I wanted to ask is, I understand nobody has a crystal ball, but to the best of your judgment, based on your enormous experience, when do you think would be a good time to enter the market approximately? And
see, if you're an investor, there's not a time. You start investing. It's like if you have $1,000 investment goal, you invest in April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Keep on investing, keep on investing, keep on investing. The goal of investing is, or long-term investment is, you keep on accumulating the amount of stocks, especially the ETFs or the index stocks, and over a period of 10-15 years, they will give you a good return. If you start to think, oh, I invested 1,000 here, now it's 300. Let me take out the money and invest somewhere else. That won't help. You need to consistently invest in the ETF. I'll always recommend you SPY, because SPY is, if you don't know the stock, invest in SPY. If 10 stocks goes down, 5 stocks goes up, it doesn't matter, SPY will go up. Invest in SPY, keep on accumulate SPY, just add your daily goal or monthly goal. First of all, you need to clear what you want from your money. Don't act like a fool. Jump into the market thinking, oh, I will just put in the market and it will get double. No. That market, we have seen a decade of that market where every Tom, Dick, and Harry who know nothing about the investment, they put their money and that money is not doubled because there was so much of money infusion into the market. Now, once we start taking that money out, it will be hard to get those things back.
Naval, I understand that. A couple of my friends who are also in the group, and we took out most of our 60-70% of our 401k, we moved it to cash in January. So the question is, my question was when to get back in.
Again, I'm not a financial advisor. You need to decide when you want to do it. It's something you have to do it.
Okay.
And please lower your hand if you are done. Hi, Praveen.
Hi, Naval. How are you?
I am good here. How are you?
Thanks for doing this, man. Really appreciate it. Every day, in and out. Since we are talking about investing, and like I also have some cash that I took out from the market a couple of months ago. I wanted to ask if you have like I've joined the group recently, a couple of weeks ago only. So I've seen you buy options, but in the past, like 7-8 years that you're doing, have you done selling options for like premium or covered call?
Praveen, I'll be very, very frank. That's the most stupid idea which has been brought to the people who know nothing about stock market. One wrong option trade will wipe out your account. You will not even understand what happened to your account. Selling option is the worst idea for $100.
Okay.
Imagine you sold 350 put option for Netflix.
Right.
You will be under $15,000 per lot.
True. That's true.
People do not understand that. You will take $2, $3, $5 at one time. You will make like 10 good trades. One wrong trade, you are done. Imagine yourself in a future. If you short a future overnight and without any stop loss, you're done. I've lost $50,000 one overnight.
Oh wow. Okay.
So when I'm telling this, I'm not bullshitting. I'm very, very clear things. People do not understand the value of selling an option. It's not easy. Make credit spreads if you are interested to short option. Never go naked short options.
Right. No, I understand. Actually, a friend of mine, he sold puts for Square when it was like 180, and by the time the expiry came, it was 120. So he was under $6,000 on that one contract. So
Yes, yes. So what's the point? Like if you make $200, don't trade for $200. Trade for your levels. Trade for your stock. Do not trade to collect premium. This people again, this thing has worked because market was only one directional. These people were stuck when 2018 October happened. Market dropped 30%. These people were like butchered when 2020 happened. These people will get butchered now.
right, yeah.
Do not sell options
Even when the
unless
market
you
is
are
going up.
the volatile market. There is no point selling options. If market is one directional, you can sell options.
That's right. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
All right. Yes, Dinesh. I cannot hear you if you're speaking. Yes, Dave.
Hi, thank you. Today is my first day I joined. I have a couple questions for you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Dave. Go ahead.
My first question is your watch list. When
Yeah.
you create a watch list, what do you look for on your watch list?
See, this is my watch list. Okay. In my watch list, I pick up stocks which I have set up in my what do you call Thinkorswim default watch list. I only trade in these stocks. I do not go outside of them. Most of them are there because I have added them, but I mostly trade on big index stocks. That's my thought process because I've tried trading small stocks. I have ended up burning myself. Okay. Now, second thing, which stocks I pick up and why I pick up, there's no as such rational behind that. I pick up Amazon because Amazon can give me 100-point move any day, any second. So I need to be prepared to check in my watch list that which possible side it can move and what could be the possible stop areas, what could be the possible resistance areas, and the direction of the price action. Based on that, I take my trades. I just keep it very simple.
All right, thank you. I mean, I have a couple questions. My next question is DMARC 9. Do you use it? And also the Elliott wave, the Elliott wave. Do you use it?
No, I don't use Elliott wave. I don't use 9. I use Fibonacci, which are the basic principle of Elliott wave. I know Elliott wave in depth. I used to use it 10 years back, but it requires too much time and counting of waves is difficult. So I don't do that. Instead, what I use is regression channel. If you see my,
Yeah, I'm watching your screen.
if you see my, I use regression channels. This regression channel, and I put them like for almost 2.5 years now, and they are there. And I use Fibonacci, and this works like a charm. I use 12 and 34 EMA. That's it. Nothing else. I don't even put volume on my screen.
And why the 12? You said 12 and 13. Why 12
12
and
and
13?
34 because I have done extensive testing, especially the back testing on EMAs, and 12 and 34, they work to the point almost every time.
Cool. Okay. Thank you for that. And also,
It took me almost 6 years to come to that point. I tried every single EMA.
you said 12 and 34, right?
Yes.
Okay. My next question is, I'll ask back again, sorry.
No problems. I'll move on then because I'm running out of time. We have people. Yes, Dinesh.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hi, thanks for all the knowledge. I have a quick question. Actually, I have, like a lot of people, I had a lot of 70% growth stock in my portfolio. I think the drawdown is close to 40-50%. So I was doing this hoping it will eventually turn back after this interest rate hike is over, but looks like this is going to go on for at least a year or so, right now. So at this point,
You have.
so at this point, does it make sense to get out of individual stocks and take buying indexes and things like
Buying
VRKB?
index is the most fruitful trade you will ever do.
So even if I am down like 60-70% on some of the stocks, whatever money is left out, can I just go into indexes?
You start investing in index. Not all the money at one time. Define your goal and then just start investing every 2 weeks, every week. It doesn't matter what the price is, just go invest that amount every 2 weeks.
Because I'm not able to actively trade because of my job and all. So I'm thinking that somebody like a buy and hold index is a good idea.
It's always a good idea to buy index. Your stocks can be zero, your index can never be zero.
Okay. And all this interest rate stuff and everything, it will go on for another 1.5 to 2 years.
It just started.
Okay. Yeah, so
see, the next thing which is going to hit is reality sector. People who bought the houses, overpaying the prices, higher principal amount, they think that lower interest rate is good for them. They will understand the value of higher interest rate and low principal pretty soon.
Okay. And do you suggest to invest in like big companies like Google, Apple, and these things, or even not them?
Again, I'm not an advisor. I do not suggest anything. I share my views. I do not invest anywhere. I just take day trading, make money, cash out, pay my bills, and enjoy.
I see. So even I think all the okay. The reason I asked the question is even biggest companies are not immune to all this thing that is going on right now, right? All the money going out of the market right now.
That is true, and that is going to happen, and that's what I'm saying. Reality sector is the second sector after equity, which is going to have a big pushback. So there's usually people invest in stocks or in reality. Both is going to be there. The third option is gold. Gold is getting ready for 2600.
Okay. So either, okay, gold is another good thing to buy.
Gold is always the good thing. No matter what happens, it's going to be there.
Okay. Thanks, Naval. That's all I have.
Yes, Sharish, I'll just quickly wrap. We only have a few minutes because I need to get things done and I have office in the morning as well. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
sure. Yeah, thanks, Naval. Thanks again. I have not been attending your calls for like for past 2 to 3 days. I had kind of a bad week, so kind of taking a pause, just observing how things are going on. Just
One
trying to.
recommendation I will do is, if you have a bad week or a bad month, go back
Mhm.
and write down what all trades you did and why you did that.
Okay.
Figure out what made you those trades, and if you exit, why did you exit? If you did not use your stop loss, why did not you use your stop loss? You need to fix yourself first. Technical trading is nothing. Like it's the data which is in front of you, but you are the person who is looking at that data. So if you not clear your head, you will not trade scientifically, mathematically. You are going to end up in the losses. So the first cycle is to review your trades. From there, you will figure out what needs to be done. All right. Anything else, Harish? Hello? I unmuted you.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Naval. Yeah. What do you think about the banks, Naval? Like the
Not
big banks.
banks. See, interest rate hikes usually impact banks because their net interest margin increases. But with such a high inflation,
Mhm.
the loans which were issued by the bank, and as I said, the next sector which is going to be hit is reality, and banks have issued those loans. They have valued them at a higher price. That's why they have declined.
Okay.
They're already pricing in all these things. By the time people realize, JPM is from 170 now to 120. Bank of America from 50 to almost 40 now.
Yeah, and even investment banks will get a hit, right? Because people are not going to go for any new investments, or
Yep. Yep.
there isn't not going to be any new IPO in another
Because
like 2 years or
inflation
so.
is the biggest cut on your pocket. People do not understand that.
Okay.
You will have to have money to invest. All right, I'll move on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Vijay. Vijay, you're unmuted if you want to speak. Okay, Dave, go ahead. I think he's not.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question about your Thinkorswim platform. I noticed that you have the red and green arrows. Is that the sequence counter, or what is that?
No, it's nothing. These are my studies.
Okay.
Moving average, moving average, moving average. That's it.
And what is AMM2 naval? Yes, yes.
It's something which I bought from Use ThinkScript. If you want to use it, you can use it. I don't use it.
Okay.
It's there because it was there.
All right. And also about options, do you do like calls and puts, or you do spread or leaps?
I don't do leaps. I do 1 week, maybe 2 weeks out. I do options, all kind of options. Normal naked options, strategies, spreads, converting a naked option into spread to butterfly, sometimes condors, sometimes calendar spreads, diagonal spreads. I do all kind of tricky stuff.
And I also was watching your videos, and I noticed that when you draw your lines, you draw it like you have this chart up. You're looking at the April month, right? You draw your lines, your segment lines from all the way to the top to the bottom, and it follows the pattern, right?
Yes.
All right. Is that also considered high frequency because you're hitting up the top where they just full then when
No, I use regression journal in conjunction with these lines.
Or you do? Okay. Are you going to show examples like that tonight?
Not tonight, because I have a video for that. If you have time, you can go through there. You'll find it. It's in the learning section, maybe simple technical trading. You'll find everything which I'm doing right now.
All right. Thank you very much.
No problems. Hi, Agrim. I'll take last all and then I'll focus on that.
Yeah, hi Naval. Firstly, thanks for all the hard work that you put in. Not taking much of your time. I'll just like it would be really helpful if you could just elaborate on the macro why the housing would be the next default
I've
sector.
already done that. We can talk about that maybe some other day. It's
Okay.
already 11 at my end. I need to finish
Yeah,
them.
sure. I understand. So no worries. We'll talk sometime later on this.
Yes, we can talk sometime maybe in the next week.
Sure.
But not tonight is not a good time.
Oh, no worries. Thank you.
Hi all.
Hey, how are you doing?
I am exhausted, man. How are you?
Oh yeah, same here. I just had doing a little research. It's kind of hard to find something right now. Kind of,
Just short everything. That's the
yeah,
easiest.
pretty much. I did find one that's kind of interesting. I don't trade it much, but Kraft Heinz, KHC. I think they have earnings coming up next week.
I did trade that one time, KHC. And I ruined myself on that. This may work along with Costco Target, but don't expect too much from it.
Mm-hmm.
Because just to be honest, I almost like put $10,000 on it and did not get anything in 2 months.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looks
Just
like
like
it's
came
a
back
slow
with
mover.
10,000 after 2 months.
And the other one I was looking at was Lockheed Martin. I see it's at
LMT
the,
is, good short. We did short, right? 460 puts.
I think so. I see it's at the bottom of the regression channel right now.
438. And once it breaks the Fibonacci as well,
Mm-hmm.
we'll hit 391.
391.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, those are only two I was looking at so far.
If there's no ward, then LMT is a good shot.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll start my analysis. We are already late. Thank you for your time. So let me see open highs. No, there's no inside day tonight. So that's one thing out of the open low high. I don't think so. We'll have anything as well. Oh, UPS and let's see. UPS opened at 191.53 and was low. ITC was 110, boom, $10 down. Even if you picked it up at around half an hour late, you could have still made like 5% move on ITC. All right, let me just move on to ES first and let's start. So ES, I'll just go to the normal candles first. So ES made a bearish engulfing today. And this bearish engulfing came back from first a rejection from 4,500 where it was like in this area. You see the, let me use the annotations. The top here, boom. It came and rejected right, same thing. So that's why I posted that between this area and this area, if we see, we will have rejection. So we had that rejection and I posted that specifically in the morning, 44.95 to 45.05. And coincidentally, this 45.05 is around 200 daily moving average as well. So it got rejected from it and now it's trading at, I suppose it should have held it around 44.60. It did not. Then I thought around 44.20, 44 area it should test, which is the 12 EMA. It failed. 43.82. It is well below that. This is not a good sign for the long setups. So what should we do? Market went down today when Jay Powell came and said all the other parties on the FMC corporate, not corporate, FMC bench interested in a multiple 50 basis point hike. Market did not like that. They were anticipating May with 50 basis point. Now that has been like done. There's no confusion there. May we are getting 50. June, everybody was under the assumption we were going to have 25 basis point. Bullard said that no, we should have at least 50 basis point hikes towards all the meetings, and by the end of the year we should have interest rate hike about 3.5%. Powell is of the same opinion now, and that's what triggered the market on the negative side. We are losing this momentum. We tried here. First, like once we break this area of 4,500 or this regression channel line, this is the important line, this is the line, and now we came here and breaking it. Once we lost that, we made 4,200. We tried, we break down, we came back to 4,100. This is the third time. If we break down, we are going to come down to 4,000, but it will not happen in a day. It will happen over the next week, maybe couple of weeks. So 4382 is a clear cut short. There's no up in the market. There's no positive in the market. I'm just removing it. It's a clear cut short now. Sell below 4382. Stop loss is 4405, which is the blue line. 4405. Unless and until, and I've also already mentioned, if we lose 4382 this time, we will hit 4295 for sure. So this is 4330, where we should see some support, and then is this area 4295. 4295. Expectations are really hard on 70%. That yes, if we lose ES, we might. I'm just writing one line here. If 4420 is captured again, trend becomes neutral. NQ. It broke down 13,900. Last time we talked, see, it tried to test 34, but not even a single day it was able to have a close above the 12. Tried here, tried here, tried here, tried here, tried here, tried here, failed. Finally, if you are not able to breach something over a period of time, it means that strength is going stronger and stronger and stronger. And now it broke down. It broke down, came all the way to 3679. And now it's trading around that, which is the 38 Fibonacci level. A break below this, 405 was the target. Right here. 13,400 is the target, and 12,963. 12,963. 65. I'm 80% short here. And I clearly mentioned last time, if we lose 13,900, it can be nasty. And we have seen the nastiness here. Again, there's no positivity. It needs to recapture some positive area. So NQ is a sell below 13,679. 13,700. Stop loss will be this one. It closed here. This was the low here. And right here you see this was the top. 13,780 should be the 775 should be a good stop loss area. Possibility of 12,900 or 13,000 is there on NQ. QQQ. 338.57 was the area where it has to see. It came, tested 313.7, exactly 38 point. 2 Fibonacci. This is really important. Breaking 38.2 Fibonacci. And it came down breaking from 61. Usually when 61 Fibonacci breaks down, you come down to 23. Same thing here. If we lose 338, we're almost 2% down from there. That's why I say the level do not change. The only thing which change is the trend. You can be above it, you can be below it. Now, QQQ is 338 below. Now, 333 is the area where it got sold. So I will be selling below 333. 15. And stop loss, the high here and the low here, 335. Target is 326. We should hit 326 most likely. 316. Apple is still neutral because Apple is holding strong even today. It was holding strong like 167, 168. This is the regression channel. But finally, after multiple days of congestion in this area, the 12 EMA is below the 34 EMA. And there's a bearish engulfing candle, which is basing on this regression channel. The break of 166, you are good to short. So again, I'm just keeping it here. I want to sell this below 164.75. No, that will be too much. I want to break it below 166. Stop loss is 167.50. Target is 164 and 159. Yeah, it's there. Target, I had a target of 250. It almost, see, last time we talked about target, it was right here. I told you everybody that yes, this is breaking out from 236 area. We did a trade looking for 258. It came, tested that 258. Now it is away from the candle, from the EMA. This is bearish engulfing. And if it comes around 236, I'll be a buyer. So if I'm not shorting it, I'm still positive, but I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this at 243. Let's see if it holds this area, 243, 240. And yeah, I want to just buy this. Buy the dip on target. Amazon. Amazon was holding 3006 for so many days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finally, it broke it. And now it will come down all the way to 28.84. So Amazon is a short. It's a clear short now. Sell below. Like if it comes like sell on rise towards 20, sell on rise, I would say. Sell on rise 29.75 to 29.90. If you see, stop loss is 3006. If it comes to test 3006, that's the wonderful area to sell it. Then potential areas of support 29.40, because that's the area where we see this is the piercing candle, piercing. And right here, 29.22, 29.25, and then 28.85. And I clearly mentioned sell below 3110 for 3006. If you look at the levels, you would have made serious money on it. AMD would not hold. Chip stocks are bad. It broke down. It might come down to 86, 84 area. 86.5, 84 area. and it is short. Sell on rise if you get maybe to 91. If you can see this around 1991, sell it. Square, it failed 120 and now it's going to come down to 100 and maybe lower, maybe 92. The square is short as well, 192. And the selling area is, if we can get it around, sell on rise again. 112 is the stop loss. Sell on rise. 108 to 110. Facebook, I'll say neutral for now. It's already at 52-week low. 180. Like if it holds 190 and above, which is a 61% Fibonacci, today it closed below that, which is never a good sign. If it holds 190, I think it might bounce towards 196. So Facebook, I'm neutral and I'm buying this buy above 190.50. Expecting it to regain 61.8 fib at 190.50. If it does that, it's good. And target is 196 to 205. FedEx did the gap fill and now it's struggling. So I'll not take FedEx for now. I'll keep the space for FedEx. CCL, AL, they really went in last 2 days. Today is a bearish engulfing and kind of testing. If it comes around 1920, like I'm neutralizing it because it has weakened a lot. I want to buy the 1925 and my stop loss is 19. My target is 21, 2050. There's a possibility in CCL to do that. Boeing was really good today. It went almost tested 190 and rejected. And the rejection was really bad. But if we make a trend line here, right? It's still there and it got rejected from right in this channel. So if it doesn't bounce tomorrow, it doesn't recapture 181, I think it will fall more, 182. I'm expecting it to do really good next week with respect to earnings. So I will see if it can regain 182. I'm neutralizing it. I want to buy only above. I do have a position on Boeing 185 next week spreads, but 80, 86. Google, no, it broke down. Google broke down. It broke down 25.30. Again, got rejected from the Fibonacci 26.27 and continue to fall down. Now it came down to 2496. There are gaps which is at 2447. Let's fill that gap tomorrow. Let's fill that. Google short target is 2440 and 2410. Increasing it to 70. Fill the gap. Sell below 2500. $25.35. Walmart is positive. It's making the new highs 158, 160. It's making like a doji here right at the top, which could be a potential evening star, and it might come down to 155. But let's see if it holds on to 158. I'm just neutralizing it now because I've seen a potential for evening star. On daily. Let's see. 8.5 holds. So buy near 158.50. Yeah. Microsoft is a super sell. Sell this company. Below 278, just sell this company. It closed at 280. Sell below 280. Stop loss is 282, 283. Target is 278 and 269. Usually Microsoft has cheapest options. Tomorrow, if you want to trade something, just sell Microsoft. Nvidia, like it broke 213, 28, and I told about 187 target on Nvidia. It broke down and broke down massively, and now it's testing 197. So again, right here, 197 is the area. Then 180. So if it breaks below 200, and Nvidia is short, sell below this area, sell below 200, 204, 197, and there are some serious gaps on Nvidia as well. 188, 197, 188, 180. McDonald's, I'm positive. McDonald's, Chipotle, you should be getting ready. Again, I want to add this around 253. If I can get them around these levels, I think it's good. 250, 175. UPST finally broke 79, and now it has gaps to fill. It broke 79 today, finally after a consolidation, and it is making inward, it's making head and shoulders. So it's a massive breakdown on UPST. Look for the gap fill. There's a massive gap which is at around 62. UPST short. Massive. Head and shoulders. Now stop loss is 79. It's already 5% below. Sell on rise. If you can get 75 to 77. Target is 62. Hit that 62. There's 90% chance it will hit that 62. Crowd. This company will also go down. It had like lower lows, and finally it broke 34 today. So it has a target of 196 and then a target of 185. Sell below 230. 213 will be the stop loss and sell on rise. 2, 9, 2, 10, 11. It's short. Tesla, I am positive for now because Tesla has to break that important level to go down further. If it breaks 986, yes, it will become negative. But right now it's holding this 10, 12 area. So buy above 10, 12. Stop loss is 987. Target is 10, 1030 and 1084. 60% giving it a chance. If you want to short Tesla, sell below 987. Target is 929. Stop loss here is 1000. It's got 40% chance. So we have one thing left, which is I want to do cat. Cat had a bearish engulfing today. It came down 230. I would love to see if I can add it on 226 cat. I'm just giving a neutral. See, all these companies which are cooling off, I would buy them near their last areas. So I want to buy it 228 with a stop loss of 226. Target 233. 241. All right, that's my sheet. Let me read your comments. Can you please look at NCLH is good. Like you should add them at anything. IBM is really strong. Yes. Nugget broke. Gold I did suggest. So let me talk about gold. Let's see. Gold is holding into this region, and this is let me remove this. Gold is holding here. It's kind of making a bull flag. It's kind of making a bull flag right here. So probably it's gonna break out pretty soon once it breaks 967. Nugget corresponds to this or any other ETF. I am in long position at 1951.80. I expect it to go to 2000 pretty soon. That's Nugget. Chinese stocks, I'm not touching Chinese stocks. Car has a gap to fill. I think it can easily come down a little. There is a gap here. There is a gap here. If it is actually also making inverted head and shoulders. It's not a clean because it's like rounded shape, rounded bottom, which breakout already happened. The round bottom breakout already happened. And now it's not a clean. Maybe if it comes around 280, I will add it, but not here. I would wait to go long here on card. I will simply short this or wait for 278 to come. Twitter, come on. There is no bull flag on Twitter. There is a big gap on Twitter. Bull flag does not have a gap. It's consolidating. It needs to break out above 49 to make anything. Nothing as of now. Snap had bad earnings. 28 is the stop loss if it, or regression channel is right there. It came close there. If it bounces, it can bounce towards 33. That's it. I posted the Zoom link. If you wanted to join, you could have joined there. I posted that. Walmart for 5 years, not a good trade. Invest or think into ETFs. All right, guys. Think I'm good here. I'll post this information on Twitter. If you have any questions, you can tag me there. I'll try to answer, and we'll see what we can do tomorrow. All the very best, and let's meet on Sunday evening.